everyone, it's Diabetic Danica, and I'm here to update you on the whole no pump situation. So today and last night was interesting. Shortly after I filmed my video saying my pump died, I am pumpless. I am on a mandatory pump vacation from now until the end of day Tuesday when it comes. I am like trying not to panic. Shortly after I filmed my video, I spiked to 300 something, and overnight I just kind of went from like 300 to 200 to 100s to 200s to like just jumping up and down and going higher than I would like to. So I was a little bit concerned that I wouldn't come down from 300 and just kind of hang out there, but thankfully I did. So when I was 300, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna lay in bed all day, this is horrible. That was like in the middle of the night. And then by the time it was actually time to wake up, I was in the 100s and feeling good. So yeah, it's just been up and down, literally. But I actually also today I did go low at one point as well. So I've been both ways, both directions. And I had called my endo last night when it died, and then I also called again this morning, and they called me back at around 12:30, and they said no to Lantus, actually. I understand why, the reasons make sense, but at the same time, it's just like, it feels so weird to not have any background insulin working. So they said it's because, you know, Lantus is like $300 something, and I do have insurance, but just saying like that's the cost of it, and I would literally get one dose out of it, and then I would be switching back to the pump. And it would also delay me going back on the pump because then I'd have to wait the full 24 hours for it to get out of my system. And additionally, like, we don't really know exactly what dose would be right, so there'd be no time to like test and guess and figure out which dose of Lantus would be good for me because it would just be a one-shot type of thing. So I guess I see why, but that does mean that every 3 hours I've been injecting Novolog. And so I've just been doing basically 1 unit per hour. So I always do 3 units for the next 3 hours, and then I correct for whatever my high blood sugar is, and I bolus for whatever food I want as well. So it's been a lot more pokes. So I did get a prescription for more syringes because I did have some, but I mean, I'm gonna run out eventually with this many pokes. So I got those, and I have insulin, Novolog, so I'm set, but not ideal. So yeah, they just had to keep doing every 3 hours, and that'll keep me out of DKA is the word they used. That's not really I mean, that's a goal obviously, but I like to aim a little bit higher than that. Like not higher literally, but like just staying out of DKA is not good enough. You know what I mean? Like I should be in tight control, but I know it's just for a day or two, or I guess technically 2 days, but still it's not ideal. So yeah, today went fine. Definitely feeling more better about it than I was last night. Last night I was trying not to panic, and today I'm kind of like, this is how it's gonna be. So yeah, shots every 3 hours. I guess one weird thing is just not having a pump attached to me, just because obviously I'm super used to it. I didn't realize how many times a day I subconsciously am thinking about my pump, like when I'm rolling over in bed, or when I'm getting dressed, or even when I'm going to the bathroom, like pulling down my pants and just like being aware of where my pump is, where my set is, so I don't rip it out, stuff like that. Like obviously I didn't have to do that today, and that was a little bit different. I just realized how used to having it I am, and then also my phone died earlier, and I reached for my pump to check the time, and I didn't have it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so weird. So obviously I'm very used to having it on me all the time, so that's been an adjustment and kind of different, but in a way good, I guess. Like I'm like, yay, I get a day or 2 days where I don't have to have something on me, but then I'm like, honestly, the trade-off is so worth it. I would much rather just have something on me than not, basically, just because of the benefits I get from the insulin pump. So anyway, I'll show you my graph. This is 24 hours. I went to bed around 1 a.m. last night. So you can see I spike, I give my shot, I spike, I give my shot, I spike. This is when I went low, obviously, and I spike. So Not good, but I guess that's what it looks like when you're just giving sporadic shots of fast-acting insulin. So, not sporadic, but intermittent shots of fast-acting insulin. Let's see, any other thoughts right now? I guess that's the main thing. I'm a little bit worried that I might, like if something went wrong and I didn't get the pump tomorrow, I'd be a little bit out of luck because this is supposed to be like a short-term solution. So then if something was delayed, I would have wished that I had Lantus, honestly. But thankfully, I don't work today. I don't work tomorrow. And so I do work Wednesday. I'm supposed to get the pump Tuesday. So I should be set for work, thankfully. But please, please, please come tomorrow, please. Oh, and when I talked to my endo's office, they gave me all my basals and everything from last time. And luckily it was super recent, so I haven't changed anything since then. All my changes are in the paperwork, so I have all those for me, so I will be all set once I get the pump. Oh, one other thing. Last night when I was correcting for my blood sugar, I was like, oh, I better put this number in my pump so that I can figure out how much insulin to give. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't had to manually calculate a correction dose in a long time. And it's not hard or anything. Like, I was able to do it really fast, but it was just weird to like get out the calculator and calculate out how many units I needed for my high blood sugar because I'm just so used to the pump doing it. So even if, say, a set went bad on my pump and I was going to give a shot, I would always just calculate it in my pump just because it's easier. But this is the first time in a while that I'm like, all right, gotta use my calculator and calculate this out. So that was another big difference. But anyway, overall, it's going well, and I will be ready tomorrow for my pump. Hanging in there, shots every 3 hours. And thank you so much if you left a supportive comment for me. It was really encouraging to read all of those and to hear of your experiences and to realize that not getting Lantus is actually, sounds like it's pretty common. That's what's happened to a lot of people. And to just kind of be giving fast acting frequently. So super helpful. Thank you guys so much. You're awesome. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.